I'm Gary Linnell, the editor of the Daily Telegraph, and I'd like to welcome you all here tonight for this really unprecedented town hall style public forum.
Now, you got up and you asked the question. What was your question?
It was about mental health. What would the coalition government do about mental health?
And did you get the response you expected, or?
I was expecting a bit more details, but he gave me some figures about hospital beds and some health program. Yeah.
Okay, and what was the question that you asked?
About my concerns about the North West Rail link and how State Labor's neglected the whole situation, and whether a federal Liberal government would inject some funds into the project.
Okay, and do you feel he answered your question?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
He didn't promise anything, but he was saying that if we do want to do something, then it's better than, you've got to change the government.
Now, Sean, you had a question today for Mr. Abbott?
Yes, I did.
What was your question?
My question was that Labor was having to bring in super clinics into marginal seats.
Yep.
And also, I think my GP has disapproved of that. And also, I asked Mr. Tony Abbott what would his social services be and welfare services be. What would he bring in to change it all?
Do you feel that he answered your question tonight?
Yes, he did.
Yep. Were you impressed with his answer? Or,
Yes, I was.
Okay. And what was your question tonight?
My question was about Tony Abbott's plan for wireless network instead of broadband, which is what the Labor Party plans to do.
Did he answer your question?
He actually did answer. I was really surprised. He actually answered it. It wasn't the answer I wanted. I wanted him to be like, oh no, we changed our mind. But obviously that's not going to happen.
Okay. How important is the issue of the national broadband network in regards to how you'll vote?
The issue itself is really important to me because it's going to affect me personally a lot. But I think he answered it well enough for that one issue to not sway my vote.
Okay, what was the question that you asked Ms. Gillard?
I asked Ms. Gillard that she recently made a announcement of $100,000 to be given to schools based on performance, and I basically said to her that given the fact that all schools have give added value to students, whether it be socially, academically, or sportively, what would be the criteria that would dictate which schools actually take that type of funding?
Do you feel she answered that question?
She did, although I don't feel she probably had an in-depth knowledge about what goes on in schools other than she touched on attendance, nap plan, and post-secondary education.